Hello, welcome to Souls Intersect. This reading is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising signs, and it is focused on March of 2017. I'll take you through the cards first. From the top left, we have the Lovers, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Seven of Pentacles. In the center, the Four of Swords, the Nine of Swords, and the Ten of Wands. And then on the bottom, the Four of Cups, the Three of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles. Okay. Looking at the top row, I definitely sense for some of you that a new chapter might be beginning. And it feels like it's something that has been long awaited. And I also get the sense that you haven't been very patient about it. And some of that is because it has just been so long that it seems understandable that there's been a lack of patience. What it's in regard to could be different for different viewers, but one thing that is definitely coming through is a new love relationship with the Lovers and next to this Ace of Pentacles. And this could also apply to work in the sense that it doesn't necessarily feel like a new job, though that could be the case for some of you. It feels more like a new role. And where the Lovers would come into that is, it feels like it's uniting two things. This could be literally skills, getting the chance to put two skills together that you have been wanting to, you've been wanting to use both of them, and now you may be getting the chance to do that. And another aspect of it might just be like you are finally coming into your own in a position. And it might be because of a promotion or a new role, as I mentioned, where you're uniting within yourself. So two aspects of yourself are coming together, and it's this sense of finally feeling a flow in what you do for work. But it could also apply to romantic relationship, as I mentioned. So we don't have a court card coming up here that I feel is in reference to who that figure might be. And I feel like that's for a reason. I get the sense that this is something that is meant to not catch you off guard necessarily, but that it would be best for you to happen upon this almost accidentally, or not be overthinking who it might be, because I think that is going to help it to happen more naturally. The Page of Pentacles in this right-hand column, I feel, is in reference to this period that has passed where you've been working hard and waiting for something to come to fruition. And it could very well be related to that, a new romantic relationship, or this new position, or a new chance to use skills, something along those lines. And this is where I feel that there was it's something that really weighed on you, I feel like, and that there was a sense of a lack of patience on your part. So in a sense, I feel that Page of Pentacles is coming up as you, Scorpio. And the Nine of Swords is in the center of this reading. So what I'm seeing with that is that partly because a great deal of time has passed where you've been waiting for and expecting something to change, and partly because in that time, I feel for some reason that maybe because of that long period of time that has passed, there's been a loss of confidence in your abilities, confidence in general, or self-esteem, it feels like. We have this Four of Swords and this Four of Cups together. And my sense with both of those is that there's been a period where it does feel like some inactivity and maybe even a sense of wallowing. I sense that for some of you, there's been, in the deep past, a pretty hurtful loss, either in terms of, it could be a family issue for some of you, but I'm also picking up on a job. But if it was in regard to a job, it feels like a pretty big deal. Like it was a job that you thought was going to be what you would do for most of your career, and the rug was pulled out from under you in some way, maybe a layoff or something like that, or for some reason you weren't able to do it anymore, or a loss of a relationship, which of course has happened to many, but in this case it feels like it really struck you hard, and it feels like a combination of you knowing in a sense that you needed some time alone, but also not appreciating that and feeling really frustrated with that because you, in that, over that period of time, you would have preferred not to. In fact, what I'm getting to is that for some of you, this could very well be a combination of both. That could be why this period in the past felt so burdensome, because for some of you, it seems like there was a job loss and a relationship loss right around the same time. And it might not be too deep in the past if it's coming up in this reading this month. But the main reason it is coming up in the reading this month feels to me because you're turning a new leaf with this Ace of Pentacles, and something long awaited is entering your life. And it's either going to unite you with someone in a way that you didn't think possible, or unite something within yourself and create self-love in a way that you didn't think was possible. The Nine of Swords is still at the center of the reading, so my sense with that is that it's something that you might be carrying with you from this longer period of, I want to call it a mourning period. I feel that for many of you watching, that sense of, I keep calling it impatience. It's actually coming up as anxiety as well. And when I say impatience, it does feel very understandable, because it does feel like you had the rug pulled out from under you in some way. Almost seeing like a tower in the past in relationship to this topic. So that impatience in that sense, in an understandable way, but also anxiety, and that feels for some of you like something that has developed into something chronic and is at risk of staying with you even in entering this new period. So I would invite you to try to perceive this Ace of Pentacles new beginning as clearing the air in a sense too. I'm also getting messages about deep breathing. And it almost looks like that Seven of Pentacles figure, the pregnant woman, is like looking up and maybe taking a deep breath. So maybe yoga or just deep breathing for some of you to help with anxiety if that's been an issue for you. But looking at that whole column with the Ace of Pentacles, this new beginning is really meant to clear the air. But in order to pass through that and relieve yourself of this anxiety at the same time and not carry it with you, I feel that there has to be some trust in this new beginning, more trust maybe than you might allow. So I don't think that you're at risk of jeopardizing the new beginning, but I think that you're at risk of carrying the anxiety, or it could be fears for some of you, something that maybe some chronic fears have developed in some way. And there is a way for you to not carry it with you by having more faith and trust, and maybe even doing some sorts of physical activities and relaxation to help. But with the Three of Pentacles coming up in the bottom of that column, what I feel with that is that there is the promise of stability. And basically what it's saying is that you have this risk of still continuing to be anxious, and you might be seeing things as going better and enjoying them to an extent, but also below the surface carrying with you that anxiety. If you can recognize this Three of Pentacles energy, which is this trust and sense that this new beginning is helping to stabilize things, and there's a couple of messages with that. If it is work, the message is that this is probably going to be more long-lasting than your last chance at a job that might have been hurtful for you. or might have been perceived as a loss for you. And if it's a relationship, it also feels like it's not at risk of hurting you in the same way. That might mean that there's a better chance that it would be lasting, or just that the person feels more trustworthy. So if you can have faith in that and find trust in this new foundation being built with this Three of Pentacles, because the reading is telling me that that energy is there in order to help you to relieve some of this anxiety. So, but you would have to trust in that to benefit from it. Sorry, my cat is trying to attack the scene. Okay, so I'm going to wrap it up here. If you have any questions about this reading or my services, feel free to email me at soulsintersect@gmail.com. I've rewritten a lot of the content on my website, and it explains a lot about my approach and my services, so feel free to check that out if you're interested. I'm pasting the address below. You might have to copy and paste it. And I'm also posting the address to book a reading if you're interested in a private reading. All right, Scorpios, have a good month of March and take care.